everybody, and welcome once again to Upper St. Clair High School, home of the Panthers. It is Section 2 girls volleyball night. It's the final home match of the season as the Lady Panthers from Upper St. Clair welcome from far, far, far away. That would be the Albert Gallatin Colonials to our house. Tonight, the Colonials winless in section play. The Panthers, having secured a playoff spot last week, they are definitely headed for the WPIALs, and there's only one match left to decide. That'll be Thursday night against the Peters Township Indians for the section championship. And the Colonials will get first serve here. You know who the Panthers are if you've seen these telecasts all season long. We'll go through the numbers as the match progresses, and the Colonials will turn up as play happens. That one off the wrist of number 1 freshman Jessica Daines, the setter for the Colonials, and the Panthers draw first blood at 1-0. Let's see who will do the first serve. First substitutions already underway. Senior Krista Gailey, number 4, is checked in. Junior Rachel has a quick bench seat. I imagine they'll play back row, front row. They'll do that substitution. But a senior Krista Gailey with the St. Clair serve. Easy one popped over to the left side. That's number 23 for the Colonials, Dina Frank, who popped that one over. There's Annie Slowy with a top spin number that died right in front of Nicole Brown, the senior middle hitter playing the back row. And that is Maggie Slowy's first kill tonight. There will be a lot of those. She has led the team in kills all season long. And the Panthers off to an early 2-0 lead at set number 1. As you know, it's a best of 5 sets. You play a set to 25, you have to win it by 2. That one just rattled off the hands of Maggie Slowy into the St. Clair bench. First point and side out for the Colonials of Albert Gallatin High School. Number 21, junior Allie Desco. An outside hitter will be delivering the Colonial serve. Nice easy backspin number handled to the front row by Rachel Jones. Short Kelly Reynolds set. And Kelsey Mahenko with her first kill. Actually bounced around, had a couple of caroms in there, but Kelsey Mahenko had it down. It did not come back, and the Panthers get the side out and point, and it's a 3-1. Panther leads senior Rachel Jones. Number 2 with a jump serve. First time we've seen that all season long. She waited a while on that, and off the hands of number 17, Lindsay Uppper, the junior hitter for Albert Gallatin. That's a point for St. Clair, and Rachel Jones continues with the serve. 4-1 Panthers. Real early set number 1. Ton of volleyball left to play so far tonight. At the net, the overpass. Yep. You know, if you've seen these telecasts, that pass went right into the net. It's extremely difficult to dig those things out, and I suppose that counts as an ace. First one of the night for the Panthers. First one for Rachel Jones, and she's up again with that nice little jump serve. Oh, that one right into the tape. That net is 7 feet 8 inches tall. The serve was about 7'6". And the service error sends the point and side out over to the Colonials, where Marissa Wallace, she's the senior, does the Upper Gallatin serve. Kaylin Olendijk just touches the ball over the net, comes right back, and not rescued. Kaylin Olendijk. Well, do we call that a kill or a block? I say it's a place block is what it ended up to be on sort of the overpass. We'll give that one a block for a point, and that is, and Kaylin Olendijk is in the scorebook with the first block for a point. This is junior Alyssa Ardolino. She's the libero. She substitutes freely in and out of the game for defensive purpose. She gets the serve, and that one sails way long. Dina Frank just got underneath that. Sailed it 5 or 6 feet long. Panthers with an early 5-point lead. It's 7-2 here in set number 1. At the net from the back row, won't come with power. Oh, it does go with power. Goes way long off the hands of Marissa Wallace, number 13. She had a pretty good look at it, but gravity was not her friend. It was ours instead of the lack of it, really, and that one sailed long. Panthers get the point in the side out. Alyssa Ardolino, not the side out, the point. Alyssa Ardolino once again with the serve, and that one does not come back. That'll be an ace for Alyssa Ardolino. Timeout called by head coach Rachel Dunham for the Albert Gallatin Colonials. I know that's not how she wanted this match to start off. They came an awful long way for this. They're way from down near Maryland. They are, past Uniontown, and have come an awful long way for this with 2 fans in tow. I'm sure she wanted a better start out of this, but so far, only 2 kills for the Panthers out of 9 points. Maggie Slowy has 1, Kelsey Mahenko another. 2 aces. One by Rachel Jones, one by Alyssa Ardolino, 1 block for Caitlin Olendijk. That's 5 of the points. 4 errors on the part of Albert Gallatin. And that all adds up to 9. We are still in set number 1. It is way early. Lots of volleyball left to play. And Alyssa Ardolino steps right back to the back line for the St. Clair serve. No lineup changes. Everybody's right where they were a minute ago. Top spin hit by Dina Frank. Does not find polyurethane. Maggie Slowey's hit, though, does. A tremendous smash that ends up on the back row floor. Maggie Slowey, 2 kills tonight for her. Alyssa Ardolino one more time. The Panthers with an 8-point lead. It's now 10-2. Still set number 1. A floater, and that sort of went off the hands of Dina Frank. I know she thought somebody was going to cover that behind her. They did not, and Alyssa Ardolino gets her second ace of the match and a 9-point Panther lead. It's 11-2. Hard driving serve back to the net, the overpass, and Kelsey Mahenko uses that place block, just touched the ball right back on the floor. It's not how hard you hit him, it's where, and that lead is now 10 for the Panthers, 12-2 with Alyssa Ardolino and a nice run of serves. From the back of us, Dina Frank. Net violations. I wasn't looking. One of the Panthers hit the net. That's a no-no. It may not touch the net unless it's on the follow-through of an attack. That was not the case. That's a violation, and it sends the side out. And point to Albert Gallatin. Kelsey Mahenko up high. Double. Either way, one of the Colonials was in the net. Kelsey Mahenko gets credit for the kill. 3 tonight for her, and that 10-point lead is back. It is 13-3 Panthers. Rachel Haas with a nice block on the Colonials. Oh, it's one of those, you got it, I'll take it. It's all yours, and it ends up right in the middle of 3 players. And it's a score for the Colonials. Number 5, Kaylee Rankin. She's a sophomore, libero. Nice high top spin serve. Rachel Haas with the short set. Oh, timing was off. Looked like a pretty good play. Rachel Haas couldn't fly. It was just out of her reach. Albert Gallatin, 2 points back to back. The lead is Ikate. There's that same play, and Rachel Haas this time sends it long. No touch, no tip. I imagine they'll be working on that a little bit. Little pooch serve, covered nicely by Kelsey Mahenko. What a brilliant dig to keep that ball in play. And a block by Kelly Reynolds, one of the smaller players on the floor. And Maggie Slowey finishes things off with a hard driving smash to the back line, and the Panthers take care of that nice little rally, and an 8-point lead is back. It's 14-6 Panthers. Sophomore Kelly Reynolds, the setter, back for the St. Clair serve. Over on the 3-ball and out. Point Panthers, it's a 9-point lead at 15-6. Kelly Reynolds, another chance at the serving box. Line drive, I'm there with a no spin on it. I'm sure that fooled senior Marissa Wallace. And that's the first ace of the night for Kelly Reynolds, 4 for the team. And it's a 10-point Panther lead at 16-6 here in set number 1. Another line drive. Back to the center, and just wide. I had a good look at it. That was Nicole Brown. Oh, it's off a tip. One of the players needs to trim their fingernails. And when it goes off one of our players out of bounds, that is a point gain for Albert Gallatin. Number 1, Jessica Danes, back to the serving line. She's a freshman setter. 16-7, 9-point Panther lead. Twisting serve. Maggie kind of fooled Maggie Slowey, but it is still in play. Yeah, Rachel Jones had a good look at it, but rattled it into the net. And Jessica Danes up again for the Colonials. Kelly Reynolds with a back set this time to Maggie Slowey, just touching the ball over the net. Rescued by Algal, and Reynolds again Rachel Jones with a set. She's our other setter, so she's experienced in handling that second touch. Yeah, lift called. Probably hard to see on the TV screen. It's like palming a basketball. That set came, she had her hands underneath it. The hands came over the ball to pass it over the net. That's a no-no. Side out and point Panthers left side. Rescued by Kelsey Mahenko. That's one of those that might have gone out but didn't. And Caitlin Olendyke coming through with her first successful kill tonight. 7 total for the Panthers out of 18 points. 10-point Panther lead, 18-8. Maggie Slowey, the junior, with a line drive spinning serve, not handled by Albert Gallatin. Sort of off the hands of Kaylee Rankin. I thought she was just going to pooch it right over the net. Didn't quite make it that far. Maggie Slowey again. The lead is now 11, largest of the match for the Panthers. To the net and rolls it right over the net. Kelly Reynolds with the back set. Rachel Jones with a hard driving topspin attack. Gravity must be a little stronger on that side of the floor than our side. But Rachel Jones with that spinning attack. Her first kill tonight. Maggie Slowey again with the serve. Panthers lead by 12. And that is another ace by Maggie Slowey. 2 for her now tonight. And the Panthers in a very comfortable position now, leading 21-8. The set goes to 25, and I suppose that's another ace. It's a serve that didn't come back. That's an ace in my book. 3 for Maggie Slowey and a 14-point Panther lead. That Slowey name might be familiar to sports fans around the world. She's the younger brother of Minnesota Twins pitcher Kevin Slowey, who is in the house tonight. If you saw that, the Twins lost to the New York Yankees in 3 in the division series. It's great to have him back in town. Caitlin Olendyke with a top spin number. Rescued by the Colonials, trailing by 13. Dina Frank. Oh, a little hesitation by Kelsey Mahenko. I think she might have thought Maggie Slowey was going to get it. She suddenly got alligator arms, hauled those elbows in, and that ball rattled off her wrist and out of bounds over the end line. Point Albert Gallatin, and it's Nicole Brown, the senior, with the Albert Gallatin serve. Maggie Slowey into the rafters, comes right back down, and Caitlin Olendyke will keep that ball in play. And that's an odd ball set. That one might have been going out of bounds into the Albert Gallatin bench, but Jessica Daines chose to return it, but the pass was right into the net, too tough to handle. And now Panthers sitting pretty with a 13-point lead at 23-10 in set number 1, and senior Krista Gailey with a nice easy serve to the net. Joust won by Kelsey Mahenko. Right place, right time, and the Panthers all of a sudden with 14 set points in hand. They win any one of the next 14, and set number 1 is over. Dina Frank into the Kelsey Mahenko block. Not into the block. 4 hits called. Point. You only get 3 of those. Point Panthers, and that wraps it up. That's only set number 1. The Panthers come away with a 25-10. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back for set number 2. Thanks for hanging around, everybody. With that 6-millisecond break, Kevin McGahey here with you once again. Bobby Reynolds doing the videography for us all tonight. Under the production of Glenn Ward and USC Cable 7, this is the final home volleyball match of the 2010 season. The Panthers will be heading into the WPIAL playoffs next week. We don't know a schedule. We don't know an opponent yet, but you just have to stay tuned. We will find all of that out very soon. Stay tuned to the USC website. Meanwhile, you just saw the Panthers capture set number 1, 25-10. This is set number 2. Panthers playing right to left, and that's junior Alyssa Ardolino serving it to the Colonials. Rachel Jones just barely oozing the ball over the net. Comes right back. You play it off the net, not like the old days when I was a kid. And that's Maggie Slowey from the back row, lads. Oh, my goodness. Called out, but that was probably a bit of an oversight. I think that one probably landed on the back line. But, well, Albert Gallatin draws first blood at 1-0 here in set number 2. And that's senior Nicole Brown with the Colonial serve. Back set. Sydney Slater's number 18. I should have called that substitution. I missed that just then. And that's Rachel Hast, the junior middle blocker. She gets her first kill tonight. 5 different players in the scorebook with kills. You can maybe hear that. There's a really vocal crowd of students over here dressed in their finest festive Halloween attire. And they've come out to support their Lady Panthers as they cruise into these WPIAL playoffs next week. Meanwhile, we got a volleyball match to play here. It's 1-1 in set number 2. Senior Krista Gailey, back row player for the Panthers. Top spin serve. Marissa Wallace with the set, and Ellie Desco with the hit. No power, but that came with power. My goodness. Oh, poor little Jessica Daines isn't damaged with that one off the hands of Rachel Jones. She had her hands up in self-defense. I wouldn't want to be out there returning this stuff. I'm glad they're out there doing it, and Krista Gailey once more with that serve. Left side with power. That's the best power we've seen out of Albert Gallatin. Enough Dina Frank. She's a senior. She whistled that ball into the St. Clair defense. Ali Desco, she's a junior outsider. She'll be back next year. Hold it, hold it, hold it. The serve landed in, but there's a rotation error. Let's see who is out of place. Yeah, it looks like somebody from the Albert Gallatin Colonials lined up out of place. That will negate the successful service ace. Let's see, there's still some discussion about whether it was a good call or not. The Lady Colonials think they're all standing in the correct spot. They're checking it out at the scoreboard. These again are things I never seem to get involved in. Sitting way back in the stands like I do. Well, I have no idea what's going on over the scores table. What I can tell you is, so far, junior Maggie Slowey, as she has all season long, leads the Panthers with 3 successful kills tonight. Junior Kelsey Mahenko, always up there in the totals, also has 3. Rachel Jones, normally the setter, but when Kelly Reynolds, number 1, is playing, that frees up Rachel Jones to do some hitting. She has 2 kills. Rachel Haas, the junior number 12, and Caitlin Olodike, junior number 16, also have 1 apiece. In the service ace department, Maggie Slowey had 3 of those in set number 1. 2 of those were serves that rattled around and eventually didn't come back. They count just the same. Alyssa Ardolino, the junior, she's wearing the libero jersey number 3 with 2. 1 each for sophomore Kelly Reynolds and senior Rachel Jones. The Panthers so far had this gaudy 11-1 record. Their only blemish, the only match loss so far has been to the Peters Township Indians, who currently have control of section number 2, but the finale, the final match coming up Thursday night, these Lady Panthers travel down to Peters Township to see if this section championship can't get settled right down there. Peters Township wins that and they take it outright, but if the Panthers should win it, then we go to tiebreakers. It'll either be a co-championship, or if they have a tiebreaker system, that would put the Panthers in line for their 4th consecutive section championship. They got their first one, we got our first one ever back in 2007. And that was followed by section championships in 2008 and 2009. It would be nice if the Panthers came away with this one and took a victory away from the Peters Township Indians on Thursday night. That one will not be on television. You'll just have to check the Upper St. Clair website or the MSA Sports Network. MSAsports.net will get you those results. In any case, the Panthers are playoff bound. We're just waiting to see whether we're going to get a home match out of it or not. There's still discussion going on about this doggone substitution situation, and it looks like they've got things sorted out. It was indeed a violation, apparently. A point has been awarded to the Panthers. That last serve you saw was negated by the violation, and we seem to be ready to get back into action here with senior Rachel Jones taking the St. Clair jump serve, and way long. Looks like Rachel's been in the weight room a little bit this week. She sailed that one about 7 or 8 feet long. She'll be back with that jump serve. Coach Nagao really doesn't allow many of those jump serves. It's nice to see Rachel Jones take a stab at it. She scored on a couple of them in the first set. And it's Ali Desco, the junior for Albert Gallatin. We are back to action here, and there's back to Maggie Slowey. That one lands just long. Nobody tipped it. And the Albert Gallatin Cannolis with, I think, their first lead. Oh, they led it 1-0. But their first lead with crooked numbers. It's 4-3 here in set number 2. Oh, too bad, into the net off the hand of Ali Desco. And that's a tape shot. We've seen a couple of those so far tonight, where it's coming in there at the net at 7-6 instead of that 7 feet 8. And we're all tied up at 4. Junior Rachel Hast with a St. Clair serve. Well, the hard line drive, just barely over the net. And that one, Lindsay Uppper, the junior hitter for Albert Gallatin, lands in the middle of the St. Clair defense. And they get that 1-point lead back again at 5-4. We're in set number 2, this best-of-5 match. Plenty of volleyball left to go. And I think Marissa Wallace would have enjoyed having that serve back. Well, the error gives the St. Clair Panthers a point. We'll take it. Substitution number 18 is back on the floor. That's freshman Sydney Slater. She's seen action earlier this season. That serve gets playable. It hits the net, and it is to be played. Number 17 just edging the ball over the net, but let's see one of the St. Clair players in the net. Let's see who that was, if we can get an indication out of the official. Looks like he will not tell us, but it is a net violation. Point and side out for Albert Gallatin. Dina Frank, senior middle hitter. Alyssa Ardolino to the front line with a pass. Maggie Slowey hit it right at Dina Frank. It does indeed go over. Ball still live. Little back set from Kelly Reynolds to Sydney Slater. Another long one. That goes about 9 feet long. Well, the Panthers are having their chances here, but they've allowed Albert Gallatin to have a 2-point lead now. It's 7-5 here in set number 2. That is the first ace of the match for the Colonials. That's a serve that just barely, with a couple of molecules of air to spare, just made it over the net. Sydney Slater did not find the polyurethane. Oh, now something a little more conventional. Left side set to Maggie Slowey. Off an arm and down, Maggie Slowey. Look at that. 4 kills for Maggie Slowey. And the Panthers back within 2. 8-6 Colonials. Line drive, top spin serve. Punched over the net by Nicole Brown for Al Gal. Sydney Slater gets the slicing attack down. That heads right back for the left rear corner. Sydney Slater with her first kill tonight. 6 attackers in the book with kills. Panthers are back within 1. 8-7 Colonials. Maggie Slowey, junior, with the serve. Pooch back over the net. Maggie gets a hold of it. Little short set. Sydney Slater rolls it over the net. Handled by Albert Gallatin. Power didn't do it, but Rachel Jones gets credit for the kill by rolling it off the arms of the Albert Gallatin blocker, and we are all tied up at 8. Top spin, Maggie Slowey serve at the net. Yeah, the trouble with that set was it got too close to the net. Now what does a hitter do? Tries to get it over without touching the net. That didn't quite happen. Fell on the Albert Gallatin side, and the Panthers have the lead at 9-8. And another ace off the hands of Maggie Slowey. 4 for her tonight. She's got this line drive top spin serve that gravity is dragging down to the floor. And so far it is working. Oh, that time it's a little short. My goodness, only missed it by a couple inches, but service error sends that point over to Albert Gallatin. 10-9, Panthers 1-point lead. Left side set, Rachel Jones off the net. It's still in play. Popped over, still a live ball. Kelly Reynolds short set. Rachel Jones touching it over to the center of the defense. That's called a donut hole. And Rachel Jones not needing power, just finding the open spot. Giving the Lady Panthers a 2-point lead back at 11-9 this time. Alyssa Ardolino back with the serving rotation. It will come over, but not with power. Off the hands of Ali Desco for Albert Gallatin. Short set. Rachel Haas uses the net to throw everybody's timing off. Point Panthers. Rachel Haas with her second kill tonight. It's 12-9, 3-point Panther lead. That was an odd serve. That had to be a knuckleball. It looked like it changed direction twice on the way over the net and hit way too hard for Nicole Brown. By Nicole Brown, rather. Sails way long off the St. Clair end line, and that lead is stretched out to 4. 13-9 Panthers. Same again. Same exact result. Odd serve, good pass, decent set, and the hit goes extremely long. Panthers will take that. The lead's now 5. Alyssa Ardolino again with a serve. Another knuckleball. Nicole Brown that time gets it in, and Rachel Haskin brings it right back to the center. Nicole Brown again, but into the net. The set really went beyond her. She had to twist her body trying to get a hold of that one. Nicole Brown would have had a much better shot at that had the set been a little better. In any case, Panthers get credit for and take that point. It's 15-9, 6-point lead, roughly halfway through set number 2. Maggie Slowey still leading the team with kills tonight with 4, tied actually with senior Rachel Jones, who doesn't get that many kills, but when she gets them, they are noticeable and pretty. 3 for Kelsey Mahenko, 2 for junior Rachel Hast, 1 each for junior Caitlin Olendike and freshman Sydney Slater. Well, the future looks very bright for the Panthers. Panthers graduating only 2 seniors this year and a herd of juniors coming back up next year, 8 of them. 8 juniors with that experienced team next year. That promises to bring us some victories. I hope you'll be patient enough to wait for that in the 2011 season. Only 2 sophomores on the team. It could be face another trough there, but these juniors look like the powerhouse for next year, and there's one of them, Alyssa Ardolino, the libero, left side into the St. Clair block. Oh, a set from Ali Reynolds, but there was nobody home. Point and side out Colonials, and it's freshman Jessica Daines with the serve. Rachel Jones sliced that one over the net, barely made it. Oh, and there's Nicole Brown again. She had a really good look at it again, but it rattled off the lower part of her wrist. Sydney Slater goes out. She's the freshman senior. Krista Gailey on. They'll play the back row and serve with the Panthers with a 6-point lead at 16-10. Set number 2. Panthers already captured set number 1. Ali Desco with a Gallatin hit. And Rachel Jones with a smash off the hands of Jessica Daines. That's the second time Steph Jones has picked on Jessica Daines. It's all right. Jessica's a freshman, 3 more years to go, and she won't have to deal with Rachel Jones next year. Krista Gailey, the St. Clair serve, lands in. That's called in. Just inside the line. Dina Frank, I'm sure, thought that one was going to go wide. That's a service ace for Krista Gailey, her first. 9 so far tonight in just under 2 sets for the Panthers. 8-point lead, 18-10. Krista Gailey again, top spin. Dina Frank rescues that one, and on the second touch, it goes over, and nicely chosen by Marissa Wallace, a senior for Albert Gallatin, to get one of those points back. It's now 18-11. They get side out and point, and Nicole Brown will deliver the serve. Hard topspin serve. Alyssa Ardolino picks it up, and Rachel Hast off the block to the front row. Well, Ali Desco off the hands of the St. Clair block. Back-to-back points for the Colonials. They trail only by 6, 18-12 Panthers. Nicole Brown again with the serve. Rachel Jones, look at that, the slicing attack. And Rachel Jones, for the first time this season, has the lead in kills for the Lady Panthers. She's got 6 of them, and it's a 7-point Panther lead at 19-12. Jump serve, and long again, just like last time. Rachel's getting under that thing. She's got to get her hand over the top of it to drive it down. It's supposed to have a lot of top spin on it and dive toward the floor as it crosses the net. Ali Desco, Colonial serve, Alyssa Ardolino, the pass to the front row, Rachel Hast off the block, kept in play by Kelly Reynolds. Maggie Slowey into the block and down the dribbles down the front of the net. Maggie Slowey, 5 kills. My mistake, it went on our side, not a kill. Point Albert Gallatin, well, they give it right back on the long serve. Off the hands of Ali Desco. My mistake. Sorry about that. Maggie Slowey did not get that kill. The Panthers still with a pretty comfortable lead. It's 20-14, and that's exactly what you want when you get close to that 25 mark. You want a nice comfy lead, and that's what the Panthers have got, a nice 6-point cushion. Maggie Slowey picks it up. Kelly Reynolds on the 2-ball. Did not fool Kaylee Rankin for Albert Gallatin. Short set. Maggie Slowey from the left side off the block. Still in play, it counts. Just dunked over the net by sophomore Anna Siegfried, number 20. Sorry, missed that substitution. Her first kill and her first action tonight. 7-point lead. Rachel Hast again with a serve. Line drive, top spin, serve, and down. Rachel Hast. Her first service ace tonight. 6 players with aces, and that's number 10 for the team so far. Rach with another shot and an 8-point lead. And the 3-ball comes back. It's still in play. Krista Gailey passes to the front row. Anna Siegfried again, and rescued by the Colonials and put over by Kaylee Rankin. Left side, Maggie Slowey. Bang, bang, 2 touches and out. Maggie Slowey. 5 kills tonight for Maggie, and the lead is now 9. 23-14, Panthers needing 2 more points to close out set number 2. Rattles it over the net, and that's, well, if you can only teach that every time. That net is your 7th man, player rather, and that throws everybody's timing off. And now the Panthers with 10 set points in hand. Ratty does it again. I can't believe that. If you can target serves like that, you're well on the way, and it counts as an ace. My goodness, that's a serve that did not come back, and the Panthers come away with set number 2, 25-14. There's still at least 1 more set to play. Hang with us, everybody. We'll be right back for set number 3. We're back. We didn't go anywhere. We're still here. It's Kevin McGahey doing the voice and Bobby Reynolds doing the videography. This is set number 3 now. This last home regular season match for 2010. It's the Albert Gallatin Colonials playing now right to left. Your Panthers left to right. And there's Rachel Jones to Rachel Hast. Top spin deal, and that finds the gravitational center of the doggone defense. Rachel Hast. 3 kills tonight for Rachel. You've seen the Panthers take set numbers 1 and 2, 25-10 and 25-14. And for the first time in the match, I think that's safe to say, the Panthers get the first point. 1-0, it's Rachel Hast with his serve. Line drive, top spin thing, kind of hard to judge. Lofted back, number 26 on the floor. That's freshman Elena Kaler for the first time, and that one is over and down. Panthers with a 2-point lead, 2-0. I think that's the only substitution is Elena Kaler getting some playing time. I sort of thought maybe the coach Nagao would open up the bench and let a lot of people play. That hasn't turned out to be the case so far. Oh, some confusion. Well, Albert Gallatin had a good look at that. They could have easily poached that back. You got it, I'll take it, and nobody ended up with it. But it is An ace, another one for Rachel Hast. 4 tonight for her. Maggie Slowey also has 4. 3-0 Panthers. Make that 5 for Rachel Hast. That's a tough serve to handle. It's coming at you hard and with a serious topspin on it. And it has fooled the Albert Gallatin defense 5 times tonight. And it's a 4-0 Panther lead. My goodness. She's got some mustard on that ball tonight because that is number 6 service aces. You don't see that very often at this level of competition. She's got something going on with that serve. Floats it up just long. Ends that nice string of 5 serving points for Rachel Hast. And now on the floor, Tara Williams, first we've seen her tonight. She's a junior hitter. Number 8, I imagine she'll be in there for back row play. And it's Ali Desco with the Algal serve. To the net, and Caitlin Olendijk from the left side into the Albert Gallatin block and down. Caitlin Olendijk. 2 kills tonight for Caitlin. 7 attackers in the books with kills tonight. Caitlin's got 2 of them. And it looks like sophomore Kelly Reynolds. Tonight's setter. See what she's got first serve. She's way back behind the back line. And another one that, does it come back? No, it does not. That one just flat out fooled Dino DeFrank. I don't know whether she blinked. But that's 2 aces for Kelly Reynolds. 7-1, 6-point Panther lead. Oh, that one comes up short. Service ace point for Albert Gallatin. They get control of the ball back. It's Marissa Wallace, the senior. Powerful serve. Kelly Reynolds short set. Not front line not ready for it, but Rachel Jones does keep the ball in play. Deanna DeFrank. From the back row, Maggie Slowey lofting it toward the back corner. Well, that turned out to be a good choice. Marissa Wallace had to really stretch for it. There wasn't an ounce worth of power on that. But Maggie Slowey comes across with the successful kill. And first time in the match tonight is number 5, junior Shannon McCullough. She's a defensive specialist. I imagine she'll play back row and get the top spin serve down. Dina DeFrank. Tara Williams with a terrific dig to keep that ball alive. Too bad Lindsay Uppper, number 17 for the Colonials, had a good look at that, but hammered into the antenna. It's hard to see on the screen, but it's a red and white pole, really, that's attached to the net that determines the out of bounds. If it hits that, it's out of bounds, and that one just was shanked off the wrist of Shannon McCullough. She'll get another shot at it. Hope she didn't hurt herself. It's a 6-point Panther lead at 9-3. We're in set number 3. This could be the deciding set. If the Panthers win it, we all go home early and victorious. If Albert Gallatin should win, that one's called in. Just an easy slice over the net. If Albert Gallatin wins, we will go to a 4th set. But right now, the Panthers in command with a 10-3 lead here in set number 3. Kelsey Mahenko, junior number 17 with the St. Clair serve. Dina DeFrank sort of had to reach over. The set came a little behind her. She reached over her head for that one and misjudged it, hammered it squarely into the net. Kelsey Mahenko again with a serve. Line drive serve off the right wrist of Marissa Wallace. Kelsey Mahenko with an ace. And my goodness, 7 different players in the book with aces. 17 of them. Well, the serving, you can be on the sides of the serving gods for 1 minute and they take them away the next. You see that a lot in this game. It's an 8-point Panther lead at 12-4, and Kaylee Rankin, the libero, will do the Albert Gallatin serve. Rachel Jones off the net and down. Rachel Jones, 7 kills tonight, tying Maggie Slowey for the lead. And on the floor is number 26 again. That's Elena Kaler. We've seen her a little bit before. She's a freshman. 3 freshmen on the varsity team for Coach Nagao. Well, Rachel Jones sailed a couple of those jump serves long. This time she compensates, and unfortunately it ends up short into the net. Still an 8-point Panther lead at 13-5 here in set number 3. And it's Jessica Danes, Colonial freshman with the serve. Shannon McCullough digs it out. Maggie Slowey hammers it down. Maggie Slowey, 8 kills. Substitution, Caitlin Olendijk back on to play front row. Shannon McCullough will take a break until her time comes up to play back row. 14-5, 9-point Panther lead. Kaylee Rankin pulls that one to the front row and just over indeed. Yeah. Ali Desco, number 21, gets credit for that successful kill. The lead's down to 8. 14-6 Panthers. Nicole Brown, the senior, for the Albert Gallatin serve. Hard line drive serve, but squarely into the net. Side out and point Panthers now. Rachel Hast back. She had those 5 terrific points to start this set, including 3 aces in those 5 points. Not this time. Kaylee Rankin, rather, gets it right back. Little back set. And that counts. That's Elena Kaler. She's in the scorebook with a kill tonight. Not 8 different players now in the book with kills. Rachel Hast again, and the St. Clair Panthers with a 10-point lead at 16-6. Not an ace. Kelsey Mahenko thought she might have placed that one properly, did not find the floor. Elena Kaler, and Kelsey Mahenko had to stretch again. Elena Kaler, she's not exactly a setter. That's no fault of hers. It just happened to come to her on that touch. Albert Gallatin, Colonials with a serve. That's Ali Desco, the junior. Nice dig by Caitlin Olendijk, and that one hammered right back by Marissa Wallace. But Caitlin Olendijk getting on the floor to dig that one to at least keep that ball in play. Panthers still with a substantial lead at 16-8 here in set number 3. Short set, Kelsey Mahenko, bam! Well, she walloped that one down to the floor. I love that set play. That little short set, quick set, whatever the right term is that you call it. I like that play. Kelly Reynolds. See if she can't maybe serve this thing out. 17-8. Panthers needing 8 points to close out this match. There's the Kelly Reynolds set. Caitlin Olendijk with the attack. For it's not blocked. I had to see whether an Albert Gallatin player touched it. They did not. It's not a block. It's 4 hits. That's one too many, and it's Marissa Miller walking the line for the Albert Gallatin serve. Left side, Rachel Jones off a tip and down in front of Nicole Brown. 8 kills for Rachel Jones. Shannon McCullough, number 5, back on the floor. Maggie Slowey back on the floor. Shannon McCullough. Hard serve, my goodness. Where'd she get all that power? But a lack of gravity at that back row sent that ball long. Service error, side out end point for Albert Gallatin. Dina DeFrank. Kelly Reynolds with a short set. Rachel Jones lofts it wide. She won that slicing attack looking for the near sideline. Got a little bit too much of it. Point Colonials, and they're back within 7. It's 18-11 Panthers here in set number 3. Hard serve rescued by the Panthers. That's Kelsey Mahenko. Reached way over her head for a slicing attack that did indeed find the floor just in front of the Albert Gallatin back row. And she gets the pleasure of doing the St. Clair serving. Terrell Williams back out. Rachel Hast back in. Left side. Nicely dug by Kelsey Mahenko. And I thought it was going to go long, but it ended up being short. Gravity working for us that time. Joust at the net. Rachel Haas did not get it down. Kelly Reynolds with a set. Left side, Maggie Slowey. Kaylee Rankin taking the brunt of that one for Albert Gallatin. Short set to nobody, unfortunately, right between Maggie Slowey and Rachel Haas. A little bit of confusion on the front line. Still plenty of points left to play. 19-12, 7-point Panther lead. Kaylee Rankin, the sophomore libero. Shannon McCullough to the front line. Maggie Slowey dug out of there by Dina DeFrank. Kaylee Reynolds, little side set. Rachel Jones with power. I am so fortunate that I am not out there trying to return some of this stuff. Marissa Wallace took a pretty good swing at it, but wasn't going to bring that one back. The lead is now 8, 20-12. Panthers. Rachel Jones again with a short serve. Well, she has had a hard serving set here. Her first two went way long. Her second two went way short. On the average, she's perfect. Oh well. 7-point Panther lead. Jessica Daines, the freshman, just rattles it over the net. From the back row, Kelsey Mahenko. Nothing serious. Handled by the Colonials. Maggie Slowey into the block. Oh, 4 hits called. Not a block. That one was purely the net. Had an Albert Gallatin player touched it, that ball would still be in play, but apparently that is not the case. Point for the Colonials. They trail by 6, 20-14. Well, 21-14 now. Shanked off her right wrist. I know she'd like to have that one back, Jessica Daines anyway. 2 substitutions. Shannon McCullough out, Caitlin Olendike in, Maggie Slowey out, Alyssa Ardolino in as the libero with a 7-point Panther lead, 21-14. Rachel Jones digs that hit out from Ali Desco. Comes right back, Caitlin Olendike. Got it back, but did not find the floor. A little back set. Oh, hit just too long. Elena Kaler with a pretty good view of that one, but did sail it about 4 or 5 feet long. And the Colonials trail only by 6, 21-15 here in set number 3. Alyssa Ardolino wrists it back over to the Colonial side. Well, a little nifty little block by Caitlin Olendike. That ball came right to her, and she blocked that one down to the floor. Caitlin Olendike, her second block for a point. The Panthers have only had 2. Caitlin's got them both. And we've got to control the ball back with 3 points left in this set. Probably overpass. Rescued by the Colonials. Rachel Haas to the front line. Short set. Punched over the net by Kelsey Mahenko. Caitlin Olendike, top spin, not much power. Colonials rescue it. Kaylee Rankin. Left side set. Caitlin Olendike off the block and still in play. Just oozed over the net, and still the Panthers are in control. Rachel Haas to Rachel Jones and Kelsey Mahenko, and that's a nice little point. Kelsey Mahenko rolled that one off the net. 7 kills for Kelsey. They are really spread out tonight. 8 for Rachel Jones, 8 for Maggie Slowey, 7 for Kelsey Mahenko. And it's an 8-point Panther lead at 23-15. And an ace, another one for Rachel Haas. That's 7. 18 for the team. And the Panthers now with 9 match points in hand. They score any one of the next 9 points, and we are getting to go home early and watch the baseball playoffs. Rachel Jones. Caitlin Olendike takes care of business without a heck of a lot of power, but she found the dead center of the Albert Gallatin defense. Yeah, well, it was a gallant fight put up by the Colonials of Albert Gallatin. Now they've got a long bus ride ahead of them. I've got a really tiny short drive ahead of me. Meanwhile, it's been our pleasure to bring you Upper St. Clair girls volleyball all season long. You've just seen the final home regular season match of the season. The Panthers come away with a 3-0 victory, 25-10, 25-14, and 25-15 My name's Kevin McGahee. Thanks very much to Bobby Reynolds for doing most of the videography this season. And thanks, as always, to the production talents of Glenn Ward and Upper St. Clair at Cable 7 for bringing you this telecast tonight. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Stay with us. There will be more volleyball to come in future dates. Thanks, everybody, and good night.